to the channel and this review of the Zobop E Voodoo. We're loving it. Me and Michael have been riding this for 2 days. The first day in Surrey Hills and then today in Swinley Forest. We're going to let you know what it's like to ride. This one, most of them come with the E7000 motor. This one comes with the E8000 motor, which is the same motor they put in the Santa Cruz Heckler, which is another 5 grand more. So let's see how this bike gets on. So what we've got, 500 watt hour battery, and we've got the Shimano E8000 motor and 150mm travel, RockShox, Recon. It's got plus size tyres, which I think maybe could be a bit of a contender. We're going to test it in a minute and see. We're going to tell you what you think at the end. SRAM NX.
The SRAM NX, not sure on the brakes. They're a little bit weak.
11 speed.
Yep.
11 speed. Nice little bash cover underneath. Now with these bikes, there is a bit of an unofficial, I'm saying, there's a bit of an unofficial Mark 1 and Mark 2, isn't there, Michael?
Yeah, definitely.
What's the differences?
So you can get these with a E7000 motor or the 8000. The 7, apparently they've only done a handful of the 8000 ones, but we managed to nab one of the last one, so.
Do you think the 7000 came in the earlier models?
Yes, the 7000 was early on when they first came out, and then they've done a few runs with the 8000, but then they have gone back to the 7000 again.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if it's just because of motor availability and stuff. Yeah, the 8000's got a bottle holder. That's one of the first giveaways you'll notice was the difference. They look pretty similar. Apparently there's a slight difference on the styling on the other side of the motor, and then underneath you can actually see the label, but otherwise you'd never really tell the difference.
Yeah.
Other than riding them and comparing them, probably.
Because the bike you saw in the previous video, if you watched it, was actually a different bike.
It was a 7000.
Yeah.
It was falling to bits. It was a bit of an ex-display one, and it was a bit tatty. And I managed to take it back, and then they got me this one instead.
Winning, and it was scratched on the rear, wasn't it? Under
the
the
other one
forks.
was dented and scratched on the forks. There was a problem with the dropper post.
Yeah.
There was all sorts of little issues with it.
So they got
this one, the dropper's playing up a little bit, but it just needs a bit of a better setup on it.
It's its first ride out.
Yeah, first ride.
So it's a bit of a setup as well.
Yeah.
Well, isn't this different? Did you say the motor's slightly bigger, maybe?
I think it seems to protrude more on the other side. I could be wrong, but from memory, I don't remember the other one sticking out as more. And the bash guard's different. It's got a much thicker, sturdy-looking bash guard on it.
That does look nicer as well, doesn't it?
Whereas the other one looked it was quite flimsy. You could like push it with your thumb and it would bend, whereas that's pretty solid.
I like the colour.
Yeah, it stands out a bit, doesn't it?
I like the graphics. It's a nice bike, man.
Yeah, for the money.
For the
not
money.
a bad deal.
Was it 2,900 English pounds?
English pounds,
British
retail,
pounds?
Yeah, watch out, they pop on deal every now and then, so you can normally get them a little bit cheaper when they have their sales on.
Yeah, and you will not be forgiven for looking down on these bikes, because it's a Halfords bike.
Yeah.
These are really good bikes, man.
For the money, they are superb.
And that's what you've got to keep reminding yourself, for the money. Because sometimes they're £2,600, aren't they?
Yeah,
in the sale.
You can get them for 2,600, 2,700.
And that is
normally
really good for an e-bike, isn't it?
For an e-bike. Shimano motor, good batteries.
Exactly.
Not bad suspension. Front forks could do as an upgrade.
Pedals could do with an upgrade, but they're not bad for standard.
Little things like that. Brakes, want some bigger discs on it, definitely, bigger rotors.
So, can you get this, if you were to go on the Halfords website, could you get it shipped abroad? Would they do international shipping?
No.
So you can, the only way, if you're in a different country, so I know I've got a few subscribers from Germany, the only way you'd be able to get this bike is to get on the boat and come here and buy one from the shop, but don't come now, because there isn't any,
there's none left.
because of the lockdown.
Yeah,
they're pretty much,
mad.
I mean, Michael's got a few connections in the Halfords business, but So you managed to get
in the
one
country that was still in a box. The rest of them are all display ones. So you might be able to get a display one cheap, but they normally, as well as the display ones, if you put a bit of butter in them up, they'll normally knock a little bit of extra money off if there's any marks or anything on them. But try your luck.
Nice. And that is pretty much the lowdown, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let's go and ride it, man.
Yeah.
Let's go and send it. We'll let you know at the end what we thought.
Yeah, if we're still alive.
Right, Michael, what are we thinking?
Yeah,
Thumbs up?
good.
Thumbs up for the money.
Just wants a little bit of playing around with, get a bit of setup on it.
We've been messing around with the front fork,
Get that bit right.
recon, changing the air pressures and stuff. The headset was loose as well, so we sorted that out.
Play with that.
Slowing the shock up and down and the fork slowing them up and down, just seeing where it's acting.
Trying to get it somewhere right.
Yeah, I reckon just a bit more of a play with it and it'll be just a bit hard at the moment, guys.
Bit of time playing around.
Right, so brakes, just not good enough, are they?
They're just a bit weak for the sort of riding we're doing. They're just a bit weak. So an upgrade's coming.
Upgrade
Bigger
on them.
rotors. Might be able to swap the brakes off my Boardman. They're slightly better and they're 4 pots rather than these are only 2 pots.
They're just not enough, the 2 pots, are they?
No, not for...
23 kilos, is it?
Yeah, so it's quite a bit of weight and we're mostly doing downhill stuff, trying to get fast.
So the motor, I really like the switch, that felt really nice. Going
Nice
between
and
the
simple.
modes, yeah. Definitely, the motor's definitely, the E8000 is definitely louder than the E7000.
That's the only difference I've noticed so far, it's louder.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Pedalling up is lovely. It's really lovely and smooth. And on the trail, it's just, it helps you along nice, doesn't it? And when you get past the cut off, it's actually easier than my Cube and the Bosch. I don't know.
Seems to you have to kind of push past it, whereas that it's just like when you get past it, there's nothing. It's just like pedaling a normal bike.
Yeah.
Because of the weight of it as well, you get a bit of gravity behind it, and it's pretty easy.
I mean, it's 23 kilos, but it's still, it feels all right to pedal past. So that was really good.
Seems to pop. I quite like the way it jumps. I'm not very jumpy normally on my Boardman, but this, it just seems to want to get up in the air a bit, which is nice.
Yeah, man. Tyres?
Seem alright. I think we'll probably do is a bit of an upgrade.
I think come winter you're going to need to upgrade at least the front.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? At least the front.
Not pushing it yet, so I haven't really noticed anything worrying, but
yeah. I'm pleasantly surprised actually. Normally I've got a bit of a thing against recons. I'm like, they're a bit too fast flowing, but these were alright. I think it's because they're wider.
Yeah, it's got a plus on it.
Yeah, but if I were you, I'd get that front change to a DHR, DHF or something. Battery life?
So far so good. I mean, it's hard to tell.
500 watt hours.
Yeah, so I've lost 1 bar tonight.
One bar.
We've not done a huge amount. What have we done?
In comparison,
7 miles.
7 miles, and in comparison I've got the Gen 4 Bosch and I'm on about 74% as well, so it's hard to gauge, but yeah, we're pretty happy with that. I mean,
people have said that the 8000 lasts a bit longer than the 7000, but the 7000 did well. The 2-3 rides we had on it.
Yeah.
We came here the first ride and smashed it up everything in boost. That did 26 plus miles.
Nice.
Did what did we do? East Ridge the other Sunday, and it coped well then. It still had 2 bars left after a good ride there. And other people's e-bikes were flat, so
yeah,
pretty good.
Not bad.
Yeah, I like that you can. So it's got the app, so you can change all the modes and stuff as well. So although it's got 3 modes, you can adjust each of them individually as well. So you can make the boost a bit more boosty, the trail a bit lower, down the eco a little bit. So it just, you can conserve if you want to, or if you want to just get up everything really quick and easy, you can put everything up really high.
Yeah.
So it's got a nice touch there, and you can do loads of bits inside, change all the colours and pick what displays you want. So that's quite a nice, neat
That's
little
pretty
thing.
cool, isn't it? Yeah. I like the drivetrain wasn't a problem either. Even 11 speed was alright going uphill.
It's not too bad. I think when it gets really steep, I sometimes feel like I just want that extra gear, but it's bearable. You just bang it into boost and it's fine.
Nice, yeah, man. Really good.
Yeah,
I think it's a thumbs up. I like the aesthetics as well. I like the colour. I like the frame.
Looking,
you know, the battery isn't integrated, but I think it still looks good just like that.
That's pretty smart.
The seat's comfortable.
Yeah, it is actually, compared to mine.
Yeah, compared to my Cube, it's...
Get out on it.
But a really good first impressions, first ride, bit more setup. Brilliant. We're happy. Thumbs up?
Yeah, thanks.
Thumbs up.
Some shooting scope.
Right, thanks for watching the review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. So basically this bike is pretty much perfect, apart from maybe a full upgrade to a Fox 34 in my opinion, and maybe a different front tyre would be suited, I think, especially in winter, and you want to change the brakes completely in my opinion for something pretty hardcore, especially for what we're doing. We're basically doing downhill stuff. But apart from that, really like the bike, don't we, Michael?
Oh yes.
No grumbles, climbs up beautifully, and this bike, we didn't mention, actually comes with a 2-year electrical warranty as well, which is pretty good. But thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.